Let's look at Randy Orton's heel turn on Cody Rhodes from Friday Night SmackDown. Okay, so as I'm sure we've all seen by now, on Friday Night SmackDown during the contract signing for the WWE Championship match at Wrestlemania, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton were face to face, and obviously Randy Orton turned heel. They were both in the ring. Cody was talking about how he respects Randy and how he wants to get the best out of him. He wants the apex predator, the legend killer. He wants it all at WrestleMania. Only for Randy Orton basically to say it could have been easy, it could have been Drew, but instead it's Cody. So he attacked Cody, bloodied him up, threw him over the announce table, got the steel steps, punched the head off him, ripped the shirt off him, laid him in the steel steps. Jelly Roll gets involved, the whole crowd, the whole security, and Nick Aldis comes down. Jelly Roll comes out and starts giving it the whole like, oh, this isn't you. He gets pushed on his arse. Nick Aldis tries to get involved. He gets pushed on his arse. It was a great scene altogether. Randy leaves Cody in a pool of blood, leaning against the steps, only to return with a steel chair, smash it off his head, and the steel steps makes kind of more of a sound impact than a visual impact, but it still looked great all the same. And that ended SmackDown on the contract signing. So as we know now, finally, we have a good story element here with the Randy and Cody match. This is what we were crying out for last week. I couldn't do another 5 weeks of these guys telling each other how much they appreciate each other and how much they've both done for the business. We know this. We know all of this. We need a feud. And now we have it. So it seems like everything Aleister Black's been saying to Randy Orton's kind of got into his head, and now he's turned on Cody Rhodes. So how is it going to go remains to be seen. We'll see on Friday which direction they're going to take with it. I'd assume Cody will come out and give it the whole, I always looked up to you, Randy, you're this, that and the other, and how great you've always been to me and you've helped me come into this business. But I think what they should do is play on the fact that during the legacy angle years ago, we had Randy slapping Dusty in front of Cody, and they had a bit of a feud back then as well. So let's tap into that. This is what it seems like we're going to get going into WrestleMania. And this is exactly what this feud needed. It needed fire. It needed a heel turn. It needed one. You can't have these two as baby faces. You need some sort of rivalry and some sort of heat together going to WrestleMania. It's the biggest show of the year. We need it. And it's a main event. Like, look at Roman and CM Punk. They're doing wondrous work over on Raw. They have heat together. It feels like they hate each other. He's calling out parts of the bloodline. The Usos are getting involved because he's disrespecting family members. That's what you need. It doesn't always need to be a bloody heel turn, but it works because Randy Orton does his best work as a heel, and we know this. It's been way too long and overdue for Randy Orton to be a heel. I think I can't get behind him as much when he's walking around in a coloured t-shirt with the name of the city on it, talking about how, oh, it's great to be here and I love being Randy Orton, I love doing this, that and the other. No, I need a heel Randy Orton. And he seems like he does his best work when he has something to sink his teeth into. Like, think about, I think it was between 2009 and 2011, his heel run was excellent when he was the Viper first. He's always done his best work as a heel. Punt kicking Vince McMahon, punt kicking Stephanie McMahon, the whole McMahon family. Then when he was a legend killer before that, I distinctly remember him throwing Mick Foley down a set of stairs and just being an overall menace. So it's great to see him as a heel again. Quickly as well, we'll just look at another scenario that could have played out. Should Cody Rhodes have been the heel in this situation? There's a few takes on this. I think it could have been good. I think if we had got a Cody heel turn, it seems like the crowd is almost turning on Cody now. He's becoming the new Roman Reigns. He's been forced down everybody's throat. He's been showing some small signs of being a heel. This QB1, Captain Cody, how he's backstage saying the stuff that he's saying to Sami Zayn. He could be a heel. Like, a lot of the stuff he says is very heel-ish. But as of now, I think the right call was Randy Orton. I don't think Cody needs to be a heel yet. I think if he does become a heel, it's going to be a great day when it does happen on the independents and in Japan. He was a bit of a heel and he had a good run. I didn't watch much of him in AEW, so I can't say. But he could be a very good heel when it happens. I just think that the WWE are going to wait until it's at fever pitch that the crowd completely turn on Cody Rhodes. As of now, they're kind of turning. They were cheering Randy for beating up Cody Rhodes, but it's not really at that level yet. Like, and Cody's doing great business outside of the face and heel and the wrestling weekly shows. Like, he has the podcast, people are behind it. He's a likeable character outside of the WWE. He sells a lot of merchandise, I'd assume. It seems like it. There's kids wearing his full jacket on the way down to the ring every week. So he's still doing good business for the WWE, so there's no need to turn him yet. I think Randy Orton was the right call. But when it does happen, inevitably, maybe in a year or so, we could be talking about this next WrestleMania. It could be Orton, Rhodes being a heel. But as of now, I think Randy Orton was the right call. I think going into WrestleMania, it makes sense. We needed heat and a feud going in here, and Randy Orton's just the man to do it. And I think, I'm going to go as far as to say, as of now, I feel like Randy Orton probably should win his 15th world title at WrestleMania. The crowd aren't really as into Cody as champion. They weren't happy that Drew lost the title. It seems to be because he's filming Highlander, so he kind of had to drop the belt. The fans weren't pleased. I wasn't too pleased, even though I like Cody. But a heel Randy Orton as champion could be the call here, so it all remains to be seen. But let me know down in the comments what you think of the heel turn. I think a lot of people are on board with it being great. Do you think Cody should have been heel instead? And let me know what you think is going to happen going forward on SmackDown and on the road to WrestleMania. Also, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.